G, lat pull down. What does that mean? Neutral grip. Basically how you're holding onto the bar. This would be a pronated grip. This would be a supinated grip. All changes not really which muscles are working, but the direction of your shoulder. So a neutral shoulder position is here. So when you raise your hands up, this is what you're going to be grabbing, this way. Okay? A different variation of the pull down. All are beneficial. One may be a little bit better for you if you have shoulder issues. It's more neutral, safer for your shoulders. Depress your shoulders first before just pulling down, because you're more likely to use your traps or use your arms to get down. But if you engage your lats first by depressing your shoulder blades down, or the scapula, and then bend your elbows and drive your elbows into your back pocket, so to speak, or down toward the ground, you're going to get maximum lat activation. So depress your shoulders down. Yep, start with, let it go all the way up to the top. Good, now depress down like a hanging scapular retraction. Good, then pull elbows in front. Good. As far as you can go, drive those elbows down. So the reason why we incorporate deadlifts into a back day is the lats are a primary mover, lower back extensors or your erectors are a primary mover in a deadlift. So you can either do deadlifts on a leg day because you have a lot of glutes, hamstrings, and lower back, or you can incorporate them into a leg day and a back day, which is what we're doing today, because lats are a primary mover in the deadlift. So anytime you bring your hands closer to your body, you're using your lats. And then we're also doing hamstrings today, so it's a good exercise to cover both ends of, not cover both ends, cover two body parts.
So two options for...
Two options, yes. Either conventional deadlift, which is pretty much what I'm doing today, or a sumo deadlift. So key components you want to watch out for when you're doing a deadlift is having a neutral spine. If you can focus on just having a neutral spine throughout the movement, you'll be safe. Okay, there's more layers to it than that, but the key component, mostly where people get hurt, is this rounded spine. It's a great strength exercise, overall full body exercise, using lats and lower body and core and all that fun stuff. However, key component, people usually go too heavy too soon and they round their back and they have this kind of shitty posture. The minute your pelvis tucks underneath and the minute your shoulders round forward, your lower back, danger, danger, open for, very vulnerable for injury. So that's a key component there. Make sure you have a nice strong trunk and core. Make sure your elbows are kind of wrapped around the bar and you activate your upper back. At that point, abs are nice and tight and you're driving your feet into the ground, lifting the weight up off the ground. So a conventional deadlift or a stiff-legged deadlift, you want about shoulder width stance. Screw your heels into the ground is the easiest way I can describe that. Activate your glutes. Hinge back, so you're pushing your hips back as if they're a door hinge. Pushing them back. Grabbing on the outside of your legs. Rotating your shoulders back, so you're kind of squeezing this way. A good buddy of mine, Evan Marcantonio, out in Worcester, Massachusetts, said it's kind of like squashing grapes in your armpits. And it was a good cue because it makes you think about rotating your elbows back and squishing your armpits in, which is going to help keep the upper back flat. One more thing I want to talk about, as you're lifting up, you're acting, it's a power movement, a strength builder, okay? So once you get it, start pulling it up, you want to focus on getting your hips, driving them forward as fast as possible, using your hips, okay? So once you're pulling up, obviously with speed, but you're going to want to be as powerful as possible with that last end of the movement.